Shalom, shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. This is Yisrael, and I'm bringing you into a program that was previously taped, but I want to put it on the record so that we can put it up on the air and everyone can enjoy it. So I just want to let you know that this is already in play right now. So I hope that you enjoy what you're about to hear. One moment, and here we go. Yeah, that is the truth. Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. And that's when you realize that you are truly in captivity.
That is correct.
It's a bitter pill to swallow. I mean, it's a bitter pill to swallow, but it is sure enough the truth. We have been taken for a spoil.
That is correct. That is correct. You couldn't have said it better. Well, there's no other words that you could say to replace that. We've been taken for a spoil. And every nation in the four corners of the earth got a piece of us. And we all on the bottom. But you know what? The Almighty knows His people. I mean, as much as we say we've been infiltrated, you understand, and we've been, we've taken on the ways of the other nation, and we've been related commonly with those other nations, and our bloodline is dwindling. You understand? The Almighty knows His people. We're gonna come get His people. This is what He said. You understand?
Hallelujah, bro. It makes you want to cry when you see that, for real. It makes you want to cry. It makes you want to cry just to know that somebody cares. That we're not an afterthought. Somebody really cares about us. In spite of all the filth and the mess that we have done and are still doing, that He has a love that surpasses all understanding.
That is correct.
And He loves us. In spite of all the things, we still get to repent.
That is correct.
Not only repent, but spearhead this thing, because we got to be the one to take this thing to the next level.
That is absolutely correct. And we just got to hold on to the and that's all we can do. There's nothing, we can't push the envelope and make it go faster, you understand, or we can't go back in the past and correct none of that stuff. We got to go and wait till the 400 years is up. After that, we'll see some dramatic changes.
And you know what? So many of the Israelites are still fighting about that 400 years. Somebody told me that one of the camps is still telling their people that the 400 years ain't real, and it's like, wow.
I don't know what they can read. And I don't know where they get that from. I want to know what they're basing that off of. You understand? They can't be basing it off of what they've been reading, because unless, they're making up their own kind of stuff. And see, like we know for sure, you understand, that all of this stuff is going to be revealed. You understand? So please don't get locked in to any particular way of life and understanding what they say. You understand? Because the Almighty going to give us, He's going to let us know. Well, what we have to do is wait till this next year and couple of months. Wait till this is up. You understand? Then, let's see. You understand? We already got confirmation from the government. You understand? H.R. 1462 or something like that. You understand? They said that the first race came here in 1619. They have confirmed it for me. You understand? Yeah. It's one thing to say, to give a description and say that we came here in 1619, but when we get confirmation, it clinches it.
Absolutely.
So where you getting that stuff from? Because he showed that to me. You understand? Please don't follow that guy. I'm telling you.
just a lot. I mean, but we keep rolling, we keep talking, we keep encouraging the people, and even after 2019, because that doesn't mean we're leaving at that time. That just means that his pronouncement of what we had to go through is over with. For us, we have served our sentence. And we do expect to change because the scripture said it was going to change. Right before the eyes of the Gentiles, we was going to change. We just take our time and we believe the Most High and do whatever we can do in the process,
But, the whole thing is that we misunderstand. See, we've been out of the Almighty hasn't shown Himself, directly, where we can all understand that this is the Almighty. Now, a lot of us can understand because of our learnings and our teachers and what the scriptures read. That we can see that certain things have been happening in this 400-year quest. To let us know that there is an Almighty. But when we've been misled, we're looking for something miraculous, which is these storms and these wars and earthquakes. You understand? In places where we never expected an earthquake. You understand? Those are miraculous things by itself. But our peoples, you understand, think that, you understand, you're going to have to come to me in a different manner or some kind of manner that we expect him to come. And we got to stop thinking like that. You understand? We got to understand. And see, one thing that they don't understand, I don't think that they understand, is that things happened in the past in our ancient history, you understand, that actually happened.
That's true.
They actually happened.
That's true. That is so true.
We in the dark, man, because of, see, one thing that we base in our life and our understanding on the 2,500 years of captivity, because we've been hoodwinked and bamboozled the whole time. You understand? Misled, you understand? Miseducated in all forms, under all different captivities that we've been in. We took away, you understand, from those captivities, their idiosyncrasies, their bad habits, you understand? And when somebody answers or we read, you understand, we base our understanding on that interpretation. You understand? That we received all throughout those times. You understand? So, and I don't knock nobody, man. I understand, you understand, that we're spiritual people. And being a spiritual people, anybody that come up with a concept, you understand, that may be based on a little spirituality, we gravitate towards that. You understand? Because we've lost our connection with our Almighty, so we gravitate towards anything. Christianity, Scientologies, you understand? All of those different stupidities, you understand? And each one of those things have kept us in a captive state.
I agree. I agree 100%.
I'm going to step away from my desk. I'll be right back.
Yep, so it's a very interesting time that we're moving into. Yesterday was a very interesting class. I hope everybody got something out of it. It was very, very interesting. It was awe-inspiring. And it lets you know that we have quite a ways to go. And we have to follow the Most High's leading and go and do what He tells us to do so that we can make it to the place of safety, because I don't want to be left to be able to do that. I really don't. I want to be able to go into that place and be safe and don't have to worry about anything. And I really do believe that it's going to have something to do with those who keep the laws, statutes, and the commandments that the first wave is going into. But, we'll just have to wait and see, but we got to make sure that we do our best and try to do the best that we can. Because, it is getting ready to get really interesting. So what I wanted to do was just take a chance, take an opportunity and open up the mic. And if you had some questions yesterday that you didn't get a chance to ask for whatever reason, please feel free to push one. Anybody? Nobody has a question? Wow. That's a first. But, I think that it went very well. The class went very well. We started talking about artificial intelligence. That's something that we can't ignore because that's coming to real life here. And they're introducing what, merging man with machine is supposed to be the next phase that we're going to go into. And, we were talking about how, they've already done it with the cell phones. Leave your cell phone at home and see, don't you turn around and go back and get it. And 20 years ago, we didn't even have cell phones. We had telephone booths. 20 years ago. So in 20 years, I was talking to LaVille about that this morning. In 20 years, we've gone from the telephone booth to the cell phone from the desktop computer to the laptop computer, and they was large back then, and then the small laptop computer, and now we got people that's doing it on a tablet. They carrying the computer in their purse.
Yep, you're absolutely
and
correct.
This all happened in the last. The transition of the computer has happened in the last 10 years, to the point where you can carry a tablet in your purse. Till you can go on the internet with your phone. How fast is moving? Every 6 months they change in technology. Every 6 months they're coming out with something new. And that's how fast it's moving. And it's really critical. For real.
Let me ask a question here. There's a thing that they're talking about that's saying net neutrality, net neutralization. What does that mean? Do you know what that is?
You talking about naturalization?
Yeah.
That's when people become citizens.
No, this is about the internet.
Wait a minute, I don't know. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me open up the mic first. Area code 352. Go ahead, your mic is open. You're on the air.
Afternoon to everybody today. You were just speaking about the internet and how the changes have been since the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And the Bible speaks to he said that knowledge is increasing. And we're in that age now where there is so much increasing. But within, like I said, putting those cell phones and tablets in our purse, and we got internet 24/7 all the time. But another thing that they're also doing with the knowledge that we are able to increase in by having the internet available to us all the time, they're also tapping in to the things like the smartphones and the smart cars and all that. And they're getting information from us as well. So it's like a twofold situation. So
I agree.
Yeah, you're getting something. You're getting a lot of information. We're getting a lot of knowledge of what's going on. But then we have to also be careful and mindful where they are tapping into and where they are getting so much. Because every time they're getting that information from what we are putting into our smartphones and our smart cars and smart TVs, they're putting those things for headbutt so they can keep a plot against us all the time.
Yeah.
And that's
critical. I don't know. You're blocking out a little bit. I don't know if you're finished talking, but we can't hear you.
Yes, I was finished. That's what I just wanted to share, because...
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's how...
I agree with you 100%.
Yes, ma'am.
But people are so in awe over this technology, they just, it's like, wow.
And that's how they have the advantage when we were talking about certain things things, and we're posting on the social media, and we're doing all this information and digging things, and we're putting our ideas out there, and we're telling things, and we're telling them things that they are looking in on, while the laws are changing and blocking so many things because we have put so much out there now. I can use this knowledge against you. So then now we have to create a law saying this can't be and happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to say. Thank you so much.
Yes, I agree. Praise God. Brother Donnie, are you talking about gender neutrality?
Is that what it is?
What is it referring to?
Well, it's regarding them charging more for the internet or cutting it off.
Oh, okay. Let me check into it. I think we had area code 972. Here she goes. Area code 972. Your mic is open. Go ahead, you're on the air.
I was going to say net neutrality. That's what he's speaking about. It is internet service providers like Verizon, Comcast. They can't pick and choose if we go online to log on to something. Like if I wanted to go look up something for Google, well, they can't stall it or make it slow coming to my computer just because they're not Google. So it's supposed to be neutral. Whatever a person type in, it should come to them at the speed that it would normally come to us, but they can go in and say, well, I don't like Walmart, I don't like Google, I'm not going to let you get to them, make it really slow for to get to your computer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Well, thank you for that. Thank you.
They passed the law, well, not passed the law, Trump has people in place to get rid of that deal that Obama set up where it had to be neutral. You can't favor one side over another.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering what that was. I thought it was that each one of those search engines like Google and all the rest of them, is going to charge more. I thought that's what it was. But you made it clear for me. I appreciate it. But see, the thing is right now is that we're in a captive state with that. You understand? Because you don't have no control over anything. You understand? If they decide to raise the rates in order, they'll still have it, but you're going to have to pay more for it. You understand? And if these things are knocked out or you have a storm in your area or you're like Puerto Rico where everything is gone, man, you ain't got no communications at all, period. You understand? So, they got us at a captive state no matter what we do. You understand?
And you know what? I was looking at the internet, especially when they were talking about Sophia, the artificial intelligence robot that they have created, and Saudi Arabia has given this robot citizenship. And when you look at these people from Saudi Arabia, you look at these people and say, who are these people? I thought Saudi Arabia was a dark-skinned race of people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you just look at, everything has been changed. I mean, when you really, like I said, when your eyes are completely open and you see what you see and you look at the people that are on the earth, the people that you see are not the appropriate people in the places that they're supposed to be in. And, when you look at this, and it's like, okay, this was Ishmael's people. This man came from, this race of people came from the Egyptians, which we know was a dark race of people, and came from Abraham, which we know was a dark race of people. Who are these people that have taken on their identity?
Ishmael had 4 sons.
He had 12. It was 12 of them. The Most High said that he would have 12 sons. Ishmael had 12 sons. He said 12 princes should come out of him.
But see, out of those 12 sons, out of those 4 sons, there
no. Well, yeah, they were because they came out of Abraham, yeah.
So what happens is that these nations that are not of the 12 tribes, you understand, they remember now that Psalms 83. That's Shem and Esau, you understand, and that are combating against Shem, you understand, because against Jacob, you understand. So they don't have they remember these are heathenistic nations that we're dealing with, you understand, and they don't have no moral fiber. They're not going. They're thinking about whatever it takes, you understand, and whatever it takes to keep us in a lower state. Because once we become more empowered, you understand, they lose their power, you understand, and so they're going to come up with all kinds of stuff, man. Artificial this and that and the other. And remember now, the Chinese or the Japanese or one of those Asian nations, they started it. They had this stuff before. It wasn't pervasive as it is because they probably still working on it. The Chinese guys, you understand, they all into technology, you understand. So, but you would not expect to see that coming out of the Arab nations.
I just look at the whole thing, and it's like, you just wonder, maybe we just don't see the dark-skinned Arabs. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they exist, and we just don't see them. Because, when I Googled it and I pulled up Saudi Arabia, dark-skinned people, there's a lot of dark-skinned people in the imaging part of it. Beautiful men and women. They have beautiful skin. So maybe they just don't show that. Now, I think that's probably, what it is, that they're just not showing it.
When I was over there, they are pretty much the lighter skinned Saudi Arabian people. They're just the Ottoman Turk people nowadays.
They have just taken it over.
Right. When the Ottoman Empire kind of took over, of course, I hate to say white it out, but, mixing and they just deleted the black people. Some of them are still there. It's just when I was in that area on vacation a couple of years ago, they are light-skinned.
Wow. Woo, that's a lot going on. You look at even Africa. You go to Africa, and what do you see? They showing white people as Africans. It's like, wait, these were dark-skinned people.
Northern Africa is the Ottoman Turks also, except South Africa, that's British.
Ooh, just a lot.
And what really gets me is that every European that go over there, and they call themselves Africans after being born in that region. They say that they Africans are, they may not use that particular term, but they consider themselves of that region. But they white.
Yeah. Yeah, it has definitely gone to that level for sure.
It's going to be a turnaround, man, that you couldn't imagine. It can't go on forever like this. Almighty's got to step in at some point. You understand? After our punishment is up, the Almighty got to step in, you understand, and start moving us around. It's going to be a turnaround that you could never imagine. You understand?
Because clearly, when you go into the history books and you begin to look into the different dictionaries, when they identify Noah's 3 sons, they let you know that Ham definitely was a black race of people. Ham's children were a dark race of people.
That is correct.
And Shem definitely was.
That is correct.
So when you look at this, it's like, this is just not just something that happened to us, but it seems like all of the dark races have been whitewashed. It really does.
third. You understand? Because it's only going to be a third. 2/3 of the population of the earth. But we know 2/3 of Shem is only going to be the remnant. There's only going to be a remnant of a third. You understand? We got to go through it, man. Like I said yesterday, man, is that I got to trust in the Almighty that He said whatever He said He's going to do, I believe that He's going to do it. In my heart, in my soul. You understand? Because He said that Jacob shall be saved out of it. You understand? And He was never going to make an end to us. You understand? And we have to be the priests of the other nations. You understand? So I know that it's going to have to turn around at some point. It can't turn around before the punishment is over, though.
It just breaks your heart, to see how the world has gone in the shape that it has gone in. Let me get area code. Let me get Brother Leonard on. Shalom, shalom, Brother Leonard. How are you?
All right. Brother, how are you?
I was just saying that it was during the Greek kingdom was when a lot of the whitewashing went down. When you go back and do the research on the Greek, they the ones ruled along. They ruled a lot longer than people think they ruled. That's when and Alexander when he came, he had a whole nation with him, followed him wherever he went. And when he conquered a country, he would leave a bunch of the Greeks there to rule it. And he just did that all over the place as he went. And that's where a lot of the whitewashing came in there.
Brother Leonard, but didn't they whitewash the tribe of Japhet? I mean, because I know no one never likes to say that the tribe of Japhet was black, but they were black also, and those are the ones that are like, that were in Europe, like Spain, France, Germany, and when the Greeks came, that's who they whited out for the majority.
Right, I'm saying the Macedonians. The Macedonians, the Spartans, and all them, they were white.
Right, they whited out Japhet is what they did.
But what happened is now, from what I understand, and I think it was Leonard that made me came to this conclusion, is that the Almighty cursed Cain for what he did, turned him white. And my conclusion, how I draw this conclusion is because Cain said, when they see me, they will kill me. Because the whole earth at that particular time was black folks. And when they see him, they're going to kill him because he was white. So he banished Cain to the northern region, the land of Nod.
Right.
The scriptures say. Now, out of the land of Nod, I believe in my heart that those people were the Neanderthals. So and they was in that region up until from the time of Cain all the way to the time of Noah. You didn't hear nothing about them until the time of Noah when Japheth was given that region. And it says also that Japheth is the progenitor of the Gentile nations.
Right.
And so he cohabitated with the Neanderthal. And now in those little history stories, on the History Channel, they call them the Cro-Magnons. You understand? But actually, as we read in the scriptures, that was Japheth's seed that cohabitated with the Neanderthal. Now, the Neanderthal lived in a region that the sunlight was not so pervasive. You understand? They lived in their caves. You understand? And so they never got an opportunity to get for their melanin. If they were going to have melanin, it did not develop during that particular time in that region. You understand? Then they had all meat diet. Because there ain't no grass and stuff, there ain't none of that vegetation that grew in that region.
What is this about now?
It's about the white man.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't even know where they. I mean, I just don't understand how they have just, that. I saw a commercial today. It was a white man and a black woman together, hugged up on the couch, and it's like, I just wonder when we gonna get it, because now it's just one big happy family. It's one big beautiful story. You can love who you will. You can marry who you want to. You can cross barriers and all that. And that is clearly against the Most High and what He told us not to do. And I believe that's how it starts. Because they create a race called biracial children, and there is no such thing. Whatever your father is, that is what you are.
Well, it has to be reestablished because right now, you understand, we're not governing nothing. We don't govern our own self. You understand? Once this will be reestablished, you understand, that's when things going to be going to start changing. Like I said, it's going to be pervasive change after our punishment is up. You understand? It might not be so abrupt, but it's going to be a change that is going to be noticeable to the people that are what do you call it, conscious, to the conscious community. You understand? We're going to see these things start to change. You understand? But right long as we in this state right here, you understand? We in between. We dangling on a string in between righteousness and evil and wickedness.
Yeah, ugly. I mean, I was just looking at this conference that they were having with Elon Musk on artificial intelligence, and the room is Saudi Arabia, basically, and all of them are white-skinned people. And I'm like, where are the people of Ishmael's descendants? Because after I don't know.
But, we don't run nothing. Sister Yaina, you understand, there's nothing that we run. You understand? So, you understand? I mean, those of us that that are not affiliated with those people that are into that science and making these what's names, they're not involved. You understand? There's only you got to look at who's involved. You understand? The adversary is the one that's narrating all of this stuff. I mean, from this point here. You understand? And they narrating all of this. You understand?
That's just critical. That is just so critical to me. That's just critical. I mean, when you really think about the whole world, it's not just us. It's the whole world. That has gone through a transformation.
Well,
it's not just us. Say again?
They did the same thing at the Tower of Babel. Again, he gathered them, and all they doing is regathering again.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Tower of Babel was everybody be with everybody. Don't mean nothing, but everybody the same.
Yeah, it's looking like that. It is really looking like that, and like you said, the Most High won't allow it to happen to us. For some reason, we've been able to maintain our color and to keep our identity, because back then nobody wanted to be bothered with us. Nobody wanted to touch us when we were segregated, and that was not necessarily a bad thing because He preserved us. But what they're doing now is they're trying to set the stage, or at least control the narrative to the point where they're making it okay for the girls to marry men out of the other races, and you cannot do that. The Most High does not allow us to do that. Now, if you don't know better, then, that's one thing. But when you know better, you cannot do that.
No, you can't. And that's why it's right in the face of those that know better. You understand? It's right in your face. You understand? And so, and you know not to make that, and you'll be teaching it to your children. because those things are going. When we get back into our land, we're going to have to make sure that our children watch their doings and what they're about. Understand what I'm saying? And we're going to have to teach them so that they can teach their generations from generation to generation. You know, but it's not going to be the transition is going to take. It's not going to be as pervasive. You understand? It's going to take time, a process. It's not going to be a magical, mystical program. Everything's going to be all right. Just like, you know, when we go back into the land, it's going to be a joyful time, but it's going to be also a time where we're going to have to do something. It's not going to be a time for us to sit back and just expect everything to be brought to us on a silver platter. It's not going to happen.
I got a question when you said if you know better and you still kind of mix with the other race, then it's on you. But my question as a black female, white men tend to treat me a little better than black men do. I mean, you can speak to a black man and act like they don't want to speak, but a white guys are so friendly.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm not saying marry one, but I'm like, are we just not to be friends with them at all?
No.
Well, I mean, you know, it depends on what you consider friends to be. I mean, you know, if you can have a friendship with a man and you guys can just remain friends, I mean, you know, I have people at work that I talk to that are of the other nations. You know, it's limited to work. You know, that we don't get together after work, but when we're at work, we're all cordial to each other. It makes it a lot easier to be. But I mean,
well, I would be friends to work, like other things other than work, you know, hanging out with them or something like that.
Well, I mean, you know, what is it going to lead to? Are you going to just remain friends and have a drink, or you know, it just depends on if you can be two adults and be able to do that. You know, or whatever, and nobody's looking for anything else. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that if that's what you want to do, but more than likely, and I hate to say this, but men are looking for something else.
Right.
Well, no, I'll agree on that, but I guess I meant just hanging out kind of friends, like it's just a lot of them around more so than, like,
yeah, I mean, you know, if you can be friends and you can do that, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't see anything wrong with it, but, I mean, it seemed like it would be kind of difficult for me to know that they feel the way that they do about us at the end of the day and be able to do that. But I mean, if you can do it, you can do it. I mean, I don't know. But you can't marry them and know that the Most High said don't marry them.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't know.
But you don't have colleagues at work, depending on where you work at, and you know, some people have very high power jobs where they have to go, you know, dinner engagements, they have to go to certain corporate parties, they have to be involved. Yes, you have to do what you have to do in that instance, but if you can keep it on that level, then yeah. Brother Leonard?
Yeah, I was going to say that you got to look at the fact that black man been traumatized for the last 500 years. So expect that he's going to be, you know, and then he comes, the guy that come at him at all different angles. Because
but has that been traumatized also, Brother Leonard? I'm just asking. I mean, we've kind of pretty much.
Yeah, they have. More so the black man, you got to go back to Egypt. They said they was willing to deal with the woman, but they said throw the boys in the water.
Right.
I agree. I agree with you, Brother Leonard. I agree with the woman.
I got a question. What happened to the multitude when they went into Canaan to take over that land? When the Israelites went into Canaan, what happened to the mixed multitude then?
I have no idea. I don't even know.
That's Babylonian.
Yeah, I don't even know nothing about that. But I mean, as far as the man and the woman and the black man having traumatized, I have sons, and they tell me all the time how difficult it is for the black man to be able to really come up, and he's been suppressed because of the people that we're under. You know, and that same person that you want to have a drink with is part of the suppressant. So, I mean, you know,
right.
you have to take all that into consideration. I mean, you know, you can't have one without the other because, you know, yeah, they're able to be happy and cool, you know, because they're on top. You know, but when you look at our black brothers and the things that they've had to experience, you know, and you don't, you know, I used to be that one person that said, well, it's equal for everybody. If you just try to do it and come up, you'll be all right. But it ain't my fault you sold drugs, and it ain't my fault you did this, and it ain't my fault you did that. But when the Most High show you the whole story, and you understand how that they have been suppressed, they have been suppressed.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
We have too. I'm not saying we haven't. We have too, because guess what they did? They did that in slavery. When we got off them boats, what did they do? They damaged the most powerful black man among us. They said they ripped him in half in front of everybody, and so that they would instill the fear that was there. And then turned around and said, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give the power to the woman so that the woman is able to get the job, which was a blessing in disguise because we had to raise the children. So even in that, the Most High fixed it where the kids could be raised and the kids could eat and the kids could do what they needed to do. But honestly, real talk, it's not the same thing. They are not on the same level. They cannot. I've watched it. Look, I've watched it on my job, and I've seen a lot. And I don't say nothing. I just watch. But I see I see it. I mean, it's prevalent. I'll just say that much. I see it. It's prevalent. And you can tell it is. They are in control right now on top. And that's how the Most High has it. And the curse is the curse. I don't care how much education you get, where you go to school at, some manage to crawl through the cracks. If they dance the dance and do the talk, they're able to do that. But for the most part, as a whole nation,
here's something I take a look at. See, all of those things, we have an example. There's an example. You look back on those examples as to how those things transpired. You understand? Those relationships, and, you know, that started out, you understand, being friends, and then it went into another phase. You understand? And so I can only talk about the society that we live in now. You understand? It went into another phase, and they got closer, etc. But the nation, both of the nations will be, fighting with you. You understand, about your affiliation, and their people is fighting against them about their affiliation. That makes them messed up circumstances from my perspective. You understand? And those are the examples that we have to take back and look at and see if we want to continue those type of things.
I mean, I'm all for being nice to people and stuff, but at the end of the day, I mean, you have to, it's just a very touchy situation because, you know, it leads you, like I said, some people have jobs and relationships on jobs where they're able to go after work and have a drink and, you know, kick it and laugh and talk and, you know, have dinner together, whatever, and keep it there. But if it can stay there, then, you know, that's the individual choice. Let me open up area code 111. Go ahead, your mic is open.
This is Malka Shalom. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
I just want to know why black men can't speak. You know what I'm saying? You just walk past them, how you doing? They just look at you. Half of them just look at you. You ain't that doggone traumatized. You can't say hi. Now, come on. Some things is excuses.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about right there.
That's what, you know what I'm saying? Rude. And then, like, I can go in the store and a black man be right in front of me. They walk in, let the door close. I ain't saying all of them, but this is what I've experienced in the past couple of days. They let the door close in front of. Then a white man come here, open the door, hold. It's like, wait a minute, you need to be in the reverse. You ain't that traumatized that you can't be courteous. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Good morning. How you doing?
Some of those things have to be taught. You know, and there are some black men that are very they're very polite, and they open the door for you, and then some that don't. Just like there's some white men.
So wait a minute, you gotta be taught that. What thing for them is human nature. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a woman. I'm a black woman. I ain't have to get taught please and thank you like that. You know, some things just come. You mean tell me these people never experienced please, thank you? How you doing? Good morning. Nice to see you. Let me get the door for you. Something.
Some people don't. They don't. They have never, they don't even, some households don't even do that. Because when I go to work in the morning, the first thing I do, I speak to people, good morning. And some people growl at me, white and black. It's like that. You know, it's just good morning. When I leave, I say good night, everybody, goodbye, everybody. I mean, that's something that you do, but everybody's not taught manners. Everybody doesn't have that upbringing to say, okay, when you go to the store, you open up the door for the ladies and allow the ladies to walk in. Some people don't have that kind of upbringing because it came natural for you. It doesn't come natural for everybody. Some people have to be taught, especially knowing the dynamic of the people that we're dealing with that's on the earth. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you're running up into, but some people have to be taught, how to be able to do that.
And you and I just experienced this very thing a couple weeks ago, how the guy cussed us out because the other man asked him to close his door because we couldn't get by with his car door open. What was the first thing that came out that boy's mouth? Efforts, dang, why I gotta close? And it's like, for real, dude, you disrespectful like that.
It's generational. Some people just like that. It just is. And then you have some people who are not. Some people will do whatever they need to do. Some people are very polite. It just depends on who you run into that day. That's just something that they have.
So I get the whole suppression thing, but at what point do the suppression stop and the rest of the ignorance is on their part? Because the excuses, I mean, you know what I'm saying? The excuses go so far, but I mean, dang, for real, you out there like that, you got to be disrespectful like that? And I done hung with both sides, educated and criminal, and they still wasn't as blatantly disrespectful as most of these men walking around here today.
And it's generational. I mean, you got to look at the generation that we're dealing with, too. We dealing with a generation that don't care. It's no nonsense. It's like, I ain't got time to be nice. I got to get this money. I ain't got time to do that. And then on the flip side, there's some in that generation that'll say, yes, ma'am, anything else I can do for you, I appreciate it. I mean, it just depends on what the environment, because environment has a lot to do with your attitude and everything. It has a lot to do with it. And if you're in an environment where it's doggy dog and everybody got to survive no matter what, I got to get mine, it don't leave room for a whole lot of that.
I mean, I know, but I don't want the people, the young men listening over the airwaves to feel like they get the right of passage to act the dog on food just because they suppress.
No, that's not what we're
saying. No, if I speak, good morning, speak.
Some people don't have that. Some people fuck out in the morning when they get up by their mama. They have to get up out the bed. Get up out the blank bed, get your blank clothes on. You know you got to go to blank school. Some people hear that all day. So, I mean, and then they go to the school, and then you got the little teacher saying, good morning, Johnny, good morning. And he's looking at you like, it ain't all that good. I got cussed out before I left. So, I mean, just environment plays a big part. And I don't excuse any behavior that's like that, but that's what we're doing here. And that's the whole part of the men's call and everything, to bring those issues out so that the men can deal with the young men and deal with them. It's not, that's why I'm glad you brought that up, because the Monday night class is not a Bible class. It is so we can bring these same things you're talking about, these roughnecks to you all, and be able to say, Brent, let's talk about it. What's up? How you feel about women? Why do you treat women the way you do? Because the rest of the ones that I hear, some of them that's in Israel, they ain't no better.
As I was going to say, you speak to a Hebrew man, they might say, you can't talk to me, wear your head ain't covered. And I'm like, okay, let me get
crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And you in corporate America, doing your thing, you don't have no issues or no reason to be mad at nobody, or even if you're not, you just live a normal life and you fine and you like your life the way you are. You ain't mad at nobody or nothing, but you cannot approach people that have issues. Because you can tell what the Bible says, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And that's how you can tell what's in a person's heart. Let me get area code 504 on the line. From the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Yes, Sister Davida?
Shalom, everyone. So my question is this. I agree with the sister that got through speaking. It's the same thing. Some of them are rude, some of them speak. Here in the South, you could get on an elevator and say good morning, and it could be all the other nations, and they will not open their mouth. I speak anyway. But my question is do you think after this captivity is up, and like to piggyback on the conversation we had yesterday, do you think, and I apologize for background noise because I am driving on my way home, but do you think that after captivity is up and Israel is supposed to change, that the relationship between us and our men will change, that will be healed? And as a part of Israel, teaching the other nations and leading by example, will we finally become a family unit? As an example?
Brother Leonard?
Yeah, well, if you look at what happened in Egypt, when they went into the wilderness, you don't have reject and misfit.
Well, can you just pretend like I don't know what happened before and like break it all down as far as what we have to look forward to?
When they went in the wilderness, when they came out of Egypt and they was in the wilderness, they had misfits and degenerates with them. And as they went, the Most High started weeding them out. He opened up the earth and he got rid of a lot of them. And so that's why he says that he's going to light a fire upon Israel and the drought. Going to come to the top. The clean, the real Israelites, the intelligent and, the real Israelites going to come to the top. The rest of them, he's going to get rid of.
I agree with that. You understand? But I also understand is that we got both man and woman have to command respect.
That's right.
So we have to say, we have to say, man, all you have to do is say hello. We all right. You understand? And leave it like that. I mean, let them know, or let that person know that you recognize that you're being disrespectful. You understand? So, I mean, that's just part of it. But it's not, and another thing here, too, is that it's not going to be an immediate change. It's going to be a gradual change, but it's going to be faster than we could, because the Almighty is trying to set this in order. You understand? So, I mean, we don't have to fight with one another, to make no change. It's just that we got to make sure that when we see something, we got to say something.
That's true. And this is what this is for. I believe that this is why a lot of you all have gravitated to the nation of Yehudah, because it's a difference in what you see on YouTube and you see on a lot of these clips and all this stuff, and I understand, because I had an opportunity to talk to a priest, one of the Israelite priests, when I first became really conscious. I was going through my transition, and I asked him a question. I said, you all seem to be angry because black women are strong. I said, and if we came from you and you're strong, how come we wouldn't be strong? Because it took that strength to be able to raise the children and do the things that was necessary so that our race wouldn't just become totally extinct. And he was like, they just hurt. He was like, the men are hurt. They hurt. I said, and the women are hurt. He said, we need to heal the hurt because they're just hurt. And it's like, I can understand being hurt, but at the same time, we got to understand, you have to understand something too. We have a whole race of people, of men, that are going to the other nation. They're going to the other women. It's vice versa too. It's not just the women, it's the men going to the women of the other races. And I really do believe that it is because they feel like, we have come up more than they have, and it's really something that we had no control over. But I believe that it was the power of the Most High Yah, so that we could raise the children. Somebody had to take care of the children. And the woman is the one that gives birth to the children. We have to take care of the children. But guess what? Now that we know who we are, when I found out who I was, my whole attitude toward black men completely changed. It completely changed. I mean, like I said, I was a diehard. You either get it or you don't. If you ain't got it, that's because you don't want it. It's a shame you live. I did a 360-degree turn because I understood what happened. And I see it every day. I see the black man sink his chest in when he got to go ask the men of the other nations questions and different things. I see it. I see it on their face. Yeah, they might have one or two that's in the upper echelons or whatever, but it ain't that many. I see it every day. And it's like their whole chest just sunk in. You know, and I see them walk away with their head hung down, you know, snickering off. I see it every day. I'm like, man, you know, and I can't say nothing because who am I? It's just the way the Most High set it up because of what we did. And it is extra harder for them. It's not the same as it is for us. It is extra harder for them because they're supposed to take care of their families. Yes, sir. No, go ahead.
One thing that I've noticed, man, that we don't speak up when it's necessary. Now, them kids parents would not be dragging on the ground or across their cardio if my parents or myself, my son cannot come to my house if he's going to sag his pants. He cannot do it. And I had explained to him, none of them guys with no jobs. None of them don't have no job. You understand? You can't go on nobody's job, you understand, with your pants hanging off your ass. You can't do that. You understand?
Or tattoos all up and down your neck and all on your face and all on your... All that, man, look, you better say that again, brother.
That was our responsibility to let our children know, man, listen, that ain't working with me. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to have to do better. You understand? You're going to have to show me better. You understand? And we can't wait till they get 17, 18, 12, what's it? That stuff got to be taught in the front. You understand? So that they can grow up knowing that my dad is not going to put up with that nonsense. You understand?
But like I said, environmental.
Yeah, but I don't care how environmental it is or anything. If we as people, as parents, had to recognize that instead of saying, oh, he can't give his hands is on the table. I heard that. I heard parents say that about their sons and their daughters. You understand? But we cannot. One thing we cannot do, we can't sanction stuff that we know ain't right. We can't sanction.
When you have young people raising young people, when you got kids having kids, that is a totally different situation because if the children that had the children wasn't taught it, they're not going to teach their children. They're not. I mean, everybody, I look at the young women tattooed up. I mean, neck tattoo, arms tattoo, and then they have the nerve to wear a dress. It's like, really, that's not ladylike to me at all. Why would you do something like that? Whole arm tattoo, neck tattoo, ass tattoo, leg tattoo. That kind of stuff a long time ago was limited to prisoners and bikers. Those are the ones who had tattoos back in the day. Now it's commonplace.
That is correct.
Common. You got your pants sagging to under your booty. What's the point of wearing the pants then? I don't understand that.
That's why I brought that up explicitly. You understand?
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable and it don't look good at all. Period.
It's all underneath your butt cheek. So what is the purpose of having the pants on at all? Then the belt, you got the belt underneath your butt cheek. And I understand that. I mean, the whole logic of it is sad of us as a people. But like you said, when the curse is over and the Most High, he said we was going to be ashamed of the way we carried ourselves.
There you go.
He did. Let me find that scripture. He said you are going going to be ashamed of yourself when you look back on the things that you used to do.
And you know what's so powerful? That the Almighty knew this. He seen it. And he said that you're going to be ashamed of all the things that you've done. You understand?
Yeah.
And this is before these things had happened. He put that on paper. Somebody did.
Yeah. He said we was going to be ashamed. I'm going to find it because I know it's in the Old Testament. I got to find it. But, yeah, he said when you look back on the things that you have done, you're going to be ashamed for all the things that you have done. But right now, everybody's telling you it's cute. You know, everybody think that's cute. We supposed to mark up our bodies and put tattoos on our bodies.
That is correct. It look like a billboard. Advertisement. Does that. 404. You want to open up your mic?
Let me open. Yeah. Let me get him open. I didn't see him. I don't see him. Let me see. You can open it up because I don't see him. Here, I got it. All right.
404, your mic is open.
Shalom, brothers and sisters, calling from the ATL, and I just want to vibe in just a little bit. Question that the sister asked early about what will be going on in the kingdom. The word of Yah, Zephaniah chapter 3, start at verse 13. Look at this very carefully. The remnant of Israel shall not do iniquity. There won't be no disharmony, there won't be no tattoo, no sag, anything iniquity. You know what iniquity is? That's all evil. That won't be there. Nor speak lies. Can you imagine living in a whole nation of black folks that ain't behind your back, conniving, scheming, lying on you like they do now? That won't be there.
Okay.
Neither shall a deceitful tongue. Brother Adonia, I tell you one thing, but I do another.
That's correct.
Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth, for they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. Yes, my sister, we will be in perfect harmony. It won't be no type of wickedness going on there, because why? Y'all promised us, Jeremiah 31:31, he going to put the word inside of us this time. We're going to have to read it on paper no more. You're going to be programmed for righteousness. So don't y'all worry. Don't worry. We're going to be all right. That's all I want to say, man. I'm going to vibe back. Praise y'all.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Most high.
And I want to say something behind what he said. He said, and Yah, the Almighty said, that no unrighteousness will be seen amongst us. So we got to get to that point.
Yeah, we got to get past the curse because a lot of this stuff is the doggone curse. I mean, it just is. I mean, you got mothers that's raising children that are having these children and raising them any kind of way and letting them talk any kind of way. They letting them see everything under the sun, hear everything under the sun. It was a time when children weren't even allowed to be in grown people's conversations. But with some of these mothers and fathers, there is no separation with that. Whatever he hear, he hear. Whatever he see. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So that plays a lot. That plays a lot into what we're dealing with right now in terms of this. You know? That plays a whole lot. You know, we just got to learn how to cover ourselves and carry ourselves a certain way and hope that we can be an example, because I'm telling you, this generation we dealing with now, it's like whatever. Whatever you say. And they doing whatever they want to do, and their kids is doing whatever they want to do.
You know, see, also, you understand, they have no value for life. They don't care whether they live or die. You understand? And that gives, that's a defeatist attitude from the gate. You understand what I'm saying? And so when I was coming down, I was driving. This is not too long ago, maybe 15 years ago. I was driving down the street in Indiana, and there was a street, and I turned onto the street, and it's just big enough for one car to get by. You understand? Or maybe two. They had blocked up the street, two cars side by side. They talking. I was scared. You didn't say nothing. My horn ass. I'm telling you, boy. They had me, and I pride myself in not being afraid of too much. But
Right. You didn't know which way to go. I found the scripture. It's exactly Ezekiel chapter 36. And started at verse 22. It says, therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Most High Elohim, I do not this for your sake, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathens, whither you went. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Most High, saith the Most High Elohim, when I have been sanctified in you before their eyes. So there has to be something that happens to us right before their eyes. He said, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all the countries and bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your Elohim. I will also save you from all your uncleanliness, and I will call for the corn and will increase it, and lay no famine upon you. And I will multiply the fruit of the trees and the increase of the field, that ye shall receive no more reproach of famine among the heathen. This is the scripture right here, 31. Then ye shall remember your own evil ways and your doings that were not good, and shall loathe yourself in your own sight for your iniquities and for your abominations. The Most High said, you're going to hate yourself for all the things that you have done. He said, not for your sake do I this, saith the Most High Elohim, be it known unto you. Be ashamed and confounded for your own ways, O house of Israel.
And I'm feeling that right now, Sister Diane, as I go down, as I try to repent within, my own, and repent and ask Almighty, I looking back on my stuff, man, and see how stupid it was and insanity.
Me too.
To let myself know how dumb I was. I didn't see it doing it, but I still see it now.
Me too. Area code 860, your mic is open. Go ahead, you're on the air.
Yes, shalom, everyone. This is Wesley from the great state of Connecticut.
Oh, shalom, shalom.
Hello, Wesley. How are you?
Great. Thank you. I wanted to ask a question, if you care to comment, on this. In the news recently, big news on this opioid crisis, its effects on certain demographics, and if you would consider any of that that would have a relationship to the ending of the 400-year prophecy.
What, the drugs that they eat in the neighborhood?
Opioid crisis.
Right, with the heroin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Brother Donion, Brother Leonard?
I think it's a plague.
I think he's trying to us ending our 400 prophecy and going into what he said he's going to do with them. He's going to put it on them. He's going to take them off of us and put them on them.
Or the plagues of Egypt, is call it.
Right, then he said other plagues that they hadn't heard nothing about, he's going to put on us. Like,
you know what? You've always put drugs in our neighborhood. They've always done things like that. This ain't the first time. But when it starts affecting other people other than us, then it becomes a serious issue, and they've tried everything. I think it's a ploy to try to wipe us out, too. But guess what? The Most High will make sure that we survive, first it was, what was it? It was crack before. It was always heroin back in the 70s, the late 60s and 70s. And then
what I thought now is them that it's affecting. It's them. It's not us that it's affecting. The heroin crisis now is on the other nation.
Right. That's what I was going to say. It switches over because first it was crack, and then they started using crack, and then it was war on crime, war on drugs. You know, and then now it's the heroin is out there, and now they using the heroin. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now it's an epidemic.
Well, this is a prescribed drug, I think.
Yeah, these are manufactured drugs that they had them designed for us. But they ended up jumping off on me.
And guess what? I used to take all of that. They gave me oxycodone and what else was it? Vicodin. I didn't like how that stuff made me feel. I didn't even take it. I'm like, you know, and then when you really realize it eats up your liver. It eats up your liver.
Well, you know, you got to look at it this way. You understand? The shoe is on the other foot now. If you notice, you understand, they taking out, you understand, those guns that they got. You understand? All of those most of them, when you see those mass murders, you understand, it's all Europeans, all of those white folks. So the thing is turning around now. You understand what I'm saying? Quiet as it's kept. I know. You understand? I mean, we got a problem with killing one another. That's on a singular basis. That's not no mass murderers. You understand? And most of the time we go to jail for it. You understand? But these guys right here, they're taking out 30, 60, 50 people at a time. You understand? And you know, so the thing is changing now. It's not in the same vein as it was. You understand? See, the Almighty is powerful in His delivery and His wisdom. You understand? And how He's transforming this stuff. You understand? And as these things start changing, people, our brothers and sisters are waking up. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, so it's all changing. It's going around, man, going around and round and round. You understand? So it's you know, we just got to, what we have to do is pray and seek the Almighty. That's all we got. You understand?
I don't want them to give any of our tax dollars to help them get help and treatment when they put all the black people in jail for crack and all of that stuff. So I feel like you need to release those black people that they put in jail, or let the white people who are on opioids get put in jail.